Okay, listen up. There's a big name tied to Wolfman, and it's none other than Ryan Gosling. What's he doing? Acting? Directing? Producing? Something else? We're not spilling just yet. This spine-chilling film comes from Blumhouse, the studio behind Get Out, Halloween Kills, and The Black Phone, and it's directed by Leigh Whannell, the genius behind The Invisible Man and Saw. Stick around and we'll spill all the tea. Plus, get ready for an exclusive look at Wolfman's plot, insane cast, and why 2025 is shaping up to be horror's biggest year. Let's go! Wolfman is a reboot of the classic Universal Monsters franchise, a series that brought us iconic characters like Dracula, Frankenstein, and the original Wolfman in the 1940s. Leigh Whannell is taking the reins on this new adaptation. Known for reinventing horror tropes, Whannell's approach promises to give Wolfman a fresh and modern perspective while staying true to the eerie allure of its roots. The original Wolfman starred Lon Chaney Jr., and this version aims to evoke the same timeless horror, but with a psychological edge. Wolfman follows a man struggling to cope with a lycanthropic curse, a classic concept that Whannell has hinted will have a psychological twist. Early leaks suggest the story will delve into themes of identity, control, and the consequences of one's darker instincts. While the original Wolfman portrayed the curse as a tragedy, this reboot might explore it as both a blessing and a curse, raising the stakes for Gosling's character. Fans speculate that the film will borrow elements from The Invisible Man, such as blending suspense with moments of visceral horror. If Whannell follows this formula, we can expect a story that is both emotionally gripping and visually terrifying. Leigh Whannell, the brilliant mind behind The Invisible Man and Upgrade, is directing The Wolfman. Known for his suspenseful, minimalistic approach to horror, Whannell focuses on unseen threats and psychological fear. In The Invisible Man, he used subtle, unsettling visuals to make audiences feel the presence of an invisible terror. This same style is likely to bring an intense, claustrophobic atmosphere to The Wolfman, focusing on the horror of Blake's uncontrollable curse. Whannell is no stranger to crafting horror masterpieces. He co-wrote the first Saw movie with James Wan, where he also played the unforgettable role of Adam, one of the film's main characters. Beyond Saw, Whannell has directed Upgrade 2018, a sci-fi thriller, and The Invisible Man 2020, which won critical acclaim for its innovative storytelling and tension-filled sequences. With Wolfman, Whannell is set to explore the darker, primal aspects of human nature, something he's masterful at. Blumhouse Productions, the studio backing this project, is also known for hits like Get Out, The Purge, and Paranormal Activity. Their collaboration with Whannell has proven successful in the past, making them the ideal team to bring Wolfman to life. Christopher Abbott leads as Blake, a family man who inherits a remote farmhouse and slowly succumbs to a terrifying transformation. He's no stranger to dark roles. It comes at night. Poor things, making him the perfect pick for this chilling story. Julia Garner stars as Charlotte, Blake's ambitious wife. Known for her Emmy-winning role in Ozark and Inventing Anna, Julia's dramatic chops will add serious depth as Charlotte battles terror, both outside and inside the house. Matilda Firth plays Ginger, the couple's daughter, stuck in a nightmare as her family unravels. You may know her from Hellraisers, but this role will test her in a whole new way. Whannell is known for using tight framing, dim lighting, and a mix of digital and practical effects to create immersive experiences. With Wolfman, the setting will likely alternate between desolate rural landscapes and claustrophobic urban environments, heightening the tension. Blumhouse's production style, favoring character-driven narratives with minimalistic yet effective visuals, aligns perfectly with Whannell's approach. The Wolfman is in the hands of Blumhouse Productions, a studio known for its successful horror hits like Get Out and The Invisible Man. When it comes to high-stakes, inventive horror, Blumhouse knows how to create a memorable cinematic experience. With their track record, expect the Wolfman to be high on atmosphere, suspense, and innovation. Blumhouse's focus on character-driven horror means the Wolfman won't just be about gore or scares. It's about creating an immersive experience where the audience feels every tense moment. And with Ryan Gosling also on board as an executive producer, there's an added level of star power guiding the vision. Universal Pictures is also heavily invested in revitalizing their classic monsters. After the failure of The Mummy 2017, the studio shifted focus to standalone stories, starting with The Invisible Man, and Wolfman is the next in line. The success of this film could pave the way for more monster reboots, such as Dracula or Frankenstein. One exciting aspect of Wolfman is that Ryan Gosling is stepping into the producer's chair alongside Jason Blum. Known for his on-screen charisma in films like La La Land and Blade Runner 2049, Gosling is bringing his creative vision to this horror thriller. This isn't Gosling's first foray into production. He previously directed and produced Lost River. For Wolfman, he joins forces with Blumhouse Productions, known for modern horror hits like Get Out and The Invisible Man. His involvement as a producer suggests a thoughtful, innovative take on the werewolf genre, adding both artistic depth and star power to the project. Quick heads up, if you're a movie buff, you'll definitely want to stick around until the end. We've got some hot takes and insider tips on the biggest must-watch movies hitting in 2025. Trust me, it's worth the wait. Let's talk transformation. Leigh Whannell is making this scene an unforgettable moment. Unlike previous werewolf movies where transformations are often sudden, the Wolfman features a slow, excruciating change. You'll feel Blake's pain, his helplessness, and his descent into monstrosity. The transformation will blend practical effects with CGI, creating a realistic, yet nightmarish experience. Whannell wanted this scene to be symbolic, showing not just a physical change, but an emotional descent. Imagine a slow, bone-cracking transformation that captures Blake's psychological torment. It's going to be intense, so brace yourself. The timing of Wolfman's release is no coincidence. With the rise of psychological horror and audiences gravitating towards stories that explore human nature, the film is perfectly positioned to resonate with modern viewers. Leigh Whannell's ability to take timeless stories and make them relevant today ensures that Wolfman will stand out in a crowded genre. Moreover, Gosling's recent popularity brings even more attention to the film. In an era where superhero fatigue is setting in, a return to classic horror feels refreshing. This movie doesn't just present a creature, it digs deep into werewolf mythology. Traditionally, werewolves have symbolized the struggle between civilization and primal instincts. In The Wolfman, this theme is front and center, making it not just a horror story, but a tragic tale about losing control. Blake's curse echoes the universal fear of losing oneself to darker impulses, making his transformation both a physical and emotional horror. Whannell also introduces a fresh take on the lore, adding elements of psychological horror instead of focusing solely on the physical aspects. We'll see how the curse impacts Blake's mind, his family, and his sense of identity. Here's a question for you. If you were Charlotte, would you stay and try and help your cursed loved one, or would you leave to protect yourself? Let us know in the comments. What would you do in the face of this nightmare? At its core, The Wolfman is about tragedy. It's a story of family, inner demons, and a fight against darkness that is as much internal as it is physical. The werewolf curse symbolizes more than just a monstrous transformation. It's about losing oneself to uncontrollable impulses. Whannell's take on the Wolfman is a reflection on the darkness we all fear within ourselves. By focusing on the psychological struggle, Whannell turns this movie into a horror story that feels personal. This Wolfman isn't just a creature in the woods. It's a monster that lies within. And that's what makes this film both terrifying and emotionally impactful. Before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at other highly anticipated horror films coming in 2025. The Monkey, directed by Osgood Perkins and based on a Stephen King story. This film combines chilling suspense with an emotional core. Saw 11. The return of the infamous Jigsaw promises to bring fresh twists to the long-running franchise. 28 years later, a follow-up to the zombie classic 28 Days Later. This film explores humanity's survival in a post-apocalyptic world. The Conjuring 4. Continuing the terrifying adventures of Ed and Lorraine Warren, this film is sure to be another haunted hit. With such an exciting lineup, 2025 is shaping up to be a landmark year for horror fans. That's Wolfman, Ryan Gosling, Leigh Whannell, Blumhouse magic, and a story ready to sink its teeth into horror history. Oh, and if you're hyped for 2025, don't miss The Monkey, Saw 11, and 28 Years Later. What's your top pick? Let us know. Until next time, stay haunted.